I just run it up.
I think my friend just texted me something that was meant for somebody else. Let me turn these on vibrate. Okay. So, hi guys. Welcome to my channel. That thing goes off every time I try to film. That's my air freshener. But, hi guys. Welcome to my channel. Here on this channel, I'm making a little different kinds of content. I don't really know yet. We just figuring this thing out. So, we ain't got no intro, but that's the intro, okay? So, today, I want to talk to you guys about, like, my fitness journey and, like, tips I have for anyone out there just, like, trying to get fit. I think this video will hold a lot of value to a lot of people because I'm not a fitness influencer. I'm just a regular person working a regular 9-to-5 job like everybody else who has always been into fitness but has struggled for many years finding something that really works, and I just didn't have the knowledge. But I've made so much progress in my fitness journey. If you've watched some old videos on my channel here, or like if you check out my Instagram page, you'll see like I progressed a lot in my fitness journey over the past year. And there are some things I've been doing that has really helped me get to this point. And I feel like I'm not even close to my goal. Like, I'm still shooting for the stars. Like, I'm not even like y'all. I'm still going. But I think that I've made a lot of progress. So I feel like I'm able to give a lot of input. Like, I mean, it's like midday, so I'm like a little bloated. But you know, your girl is a little strong. I don't know how to flex, y'all. I don't know how to flex. But oh, pop my bones. I got some little muscles, okay? We have made a lot of progress. So, my little tips on things that help me with my fitness journey. And you can implement these tips if you like. Try them out. I got a little brief cheat sheet here. I know I'm going to go off of it and ramble because that's what I do. But yeah, so I'm gonna just start off with like how I got into fitness first and foremost. So I remember this is clear as day. I was 16 years old and I had booty do. So if y'all never heard the joke before, booty do is like basically when your stomach stick out further than your booty do. I was in my parents' bathroom. They had this big long mirror in their bathroom, and I looked at myself in the mirror and I did not like what I saw. And then like there was like other pictures I taken. I always held a lot of extra fat in my midsection, my gut, and my thighs. And I remember being in the 11th grade or 10th or 11th. I think it was 11th grade. Yeah, I was in the 11th grade, and I could literally slide my hand underneath my stomach. So I'm not like, I haven't always been slim. I don't have tons of pictures because, I don't know, growing up, we just didn't take pictures. That's another story for another day. But yeah, I'll try to find what I can. But I'm just letting you know right now, I'm probably not going to have a lot of pictures from when I was like childhood because, y'all, that was so long ago. And technology is not what it is today by a long shot. But yeah, I was a little chunky, and so my mom kept these like fitness magazines, and she had these little VCR tapes and DVDs that had like Pilates and yoga and stuff on there, and her magazines had like little home workouts and stuff. So like over the summer, that's all I did that summer was I did Pilates from the video. She had the little ab rocket machine. The ab rocket had my abs bomb, baby. My abs were solid doing ab rocket. Like, you weren't telling me nothing. I was doing that. Them videos was hard and it was long. And I'm doing this shit every day. My abs was like boom, 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 like a brick wall, baby. I was 16. I remember. It's too cute. I was feeling myself. So yeah, that happened. I was like running. We stayed in the Mississippi Delta, so Yeah, we stay in like the real, I mean it's all country, but we stay in the real country part. So we had like the gravel road. It was just, we were the only house out there. I would go running in the hot blistering sun, about to pass out, and then I come back and did my little air squats and whatever else little home workouts I did. And that's basically how I worked out like my senior year of school. And then like I went off to college, and that's when I first experienced like going to an actual gym. So that continued all the way up to like year before last. I was just working out at regular gym, not really knowing what I was doing, lifting with a lot of bad form. For most of this time, social media was not what it is today. So yeah, and I wasn't really doing like research like I should have. I didn't know how to look for that information back then. So yeah, for a real long time, I was lifting with really bad form. However, I was making like gains and stuff in my journey. I would say about 2 years ago is when I really started making some real progress in my journey, because I just learned, like, you know, gradually increasing your weights. You don't have to go in there and do a ton of ego lifting. I found some really good programs from people with credentials off IG. But they weren't like the little cute little do your squats on the treadmill. Like, these people were like power lifters. Like, they were licensed. They had the credentials. They went to school and they studied this. So they knew what they were talking about. So I did that and I made progress. But I got bored with going to regular gym, and so I started doing CrossFit. And y'all, oh, I love CrossFit so much. Like, and this brings me to my next tip, is find something. Well, I haven't done a tip. This brings me to our tips. First thing first is find something that you can stick with. Something that you like, something that you enjoy doing. Because I tell you right now, like, if you be forcing yourself every single day to do something that you don't want to do, that's not going to be sustainable for you. Like, it's just not. Like, you may make some progress because you're pushing yourself really hard, but there's only so much you could do and so far you can go if you're like forcing yourself to do something that you literally freaking hate. Like, you can't do that. So whatever it is, find something that you can stick with. I couldn't stick to just going to regular gym anymore. I was bored. I wasn't seeing the results like I wanted to. Like, it got to the point where I was literally like dragging myself to go to the gym after work, because if you work a regular job, fitting like gym routine in that schedule is not easy. Either you're going to be waking up super early before work, which I hate, but I did do that because that was the only way I could get off work and just not force myself to go to the gym. I could just go to the gym in the morning, go to work, and when I'm off, I'm just chilling the rest of the day. And the main reason I also did it because I hated my job so much then. It was just taking so much out of me that when I got off work, I just dreaded going to the gym. So going to the gym when I was going to a commercial gym before work just worked best for me. Like, you just have to find something that you can stick with and it works best for you. I tested out CrossFit like back in 2016 with my best friend who'd been doing it for like 6 years. And I liked it, but it just was expensive. I couldn't afford it then. But I started February last year, and I just fallen in love with it. Like, before I started CrossFit, I couldn't do like but 3-4 pull-ups, like maybe 5. But now I can do like 12-13 pull-ups straight, like straight out without stopping. So I think that's pretty fantastic. So please find something you can stick with. Like, if you just like going to workout classes, go to workout classes. If you just want to, if you like home workouts, fine. There's nothing wrong with home workouts. Like, all you need is some resistance bands, a few dumbbells, a yoga mat. You'll be fine. Like, figure it out and just don't beat yourself up about it. You'll figure it out. It's no big deal. Some people like running, some people hate it. Like, just find what you can stick to. So tip number 2 is, guys, it's literally a mental battle. Like, just think, like, when you're starting a fitness journey, you're trying to change your habits and build new healthy habits. And with that is you're trying to change your mind and your mindset and how you think of exercise and food and your relationship with food. All of that is such a mental battle. We have to start exercising our brain. Our brain is literally like a muscle. It can adapt very well if we just stay consistent with our goals. Like, it is literally just a mental battle. You have to exercise discipline. You have to exercise consistency, because that is what's going to get you to your goal. You have to be disciplined and you have to be consistent. And that is a mental battle. Sorry that the sun's going down, but you're not gonna always be motivated to work out and go to the gym and eat healthy. I'm not always motivated. Like, I still have the hardest time with food, especially like at nighttime when the cravings kick in. Oh my goodness, I'll be wanting all the carbs, all the sugar at night. And I've had many nights where I have completely indulged way too much, and I wake up the next morning feeling like crap. Don't do that to yourself. Fight those cravings. Like, you don't need all of that added sugar. It's okay. You don't need to eat the whole row of cookies. It'll be there tomorrow. And I'm also telling myself this stuff while I'm telling you guys, because this applies to me too. I'm still learning these things, but these things also has helped me and it's gotten me this far. It is a mental battle, okay? You have to not listen to some of those negative things your brain's telling you. You need to have a growth mindset. You need to do positive self-talk. Like, you need to do that stuff. You have to change your mind, the way it thinks, and centered around food. And so that brings me to my next tip about food, is tracking macros. Like, I'm at the point now where I don't have to track consistently. I'm not like trying to be a bodybuilder in a fitness competition. For the most part, I've tracked long enough to be able to like know when I'm eating this amount of rice. This is too much rice, or this is a 4 ounce. You know, after a while you just learn the portion control, and you gain enough knowledge of what's in your food and things like that, and the things you should be eating, things you should not be eating. And when I was tracking macros consistently, those tracking macros taught me that. Like, tracking macros taught me what was in my food. Am I overeating? Am I under eating? Do I need some more protein? Do I need to cut back on my carbs? Like, it helps you to look at portion size and portion control on your plate. Like, if you do that consistently, after a while, you won't always have to be tracking macros all the time. And I can't think of anybody that want to track macros the rest of their life. You want to get to the point where you don't want to have to always be doing that. You want to be able to just naturally just eat healthy foods majority of the time. Tracking macros can help you do that. So if you don't know how to track macros, I highly encourage you to learn how to track macros and start practicing. I use my Fitness Pal. I've always used my Fitness Pal. That's been like ride or die since I've even heard about tracking macros. So yeah, food is very important, but certain foods that we eat make us have cravings. Certain foods that we indulge in make us be hungry when we're actually not. Like, just drink some water and see if that helps. And if you're still hungry, then you can eat something. Be eating whole foods most of the time. But yeah, definitely track macros. And if honestly, like, now it's to the point with me when it comes to food, I'm learning to build my meals around protein. Like, especially since I do CrossFit, I want to like be strong, I want to build muscle, I want to lose fat. So, you know, I eat more protein. So I'm going to have more protein on my plate than carbs. Like, if you're eating carbs, rice, chicken, and broccoli, the biggest thing on your plate should be chicken. If you're trying to lose weight, even if you're trying to gain, like, chicken should be the main thing on your plate, and then you have a small amount of rice, because we still need carbs. Don't just not eat carbs, and have some broccoli. But the main thing on your plate should be protein. That is like a tip that I definitely recommend you try, and implement protein in every single meal, even your snacks. Like everything you eat, make sure it has some protein. So yeah, track your macros. The next tip I have, this right here, y'all. I didn't realize how much information I was just taking into my brain listening to so many influencers on things that I should do to like get in shape, lose weight. Like there is so much information out there, and a lot of these people make it so complicated, and we're taking so much in on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok, and it's just a lot of information. Like I didn't reach my goals in fitness until I started just honestly just loving and appreciating myself just the way I was, and just doing what worked for me. Like when I tell you, I used to all of the Gymshark girls, all the Gymshark girls, the athlete girls, the bodybuilding phase in fitness, the competitiveness with that. I used to just take all that in, all of it in, all the time. So much information. Stop listening to Instagram influencers. Stop listening to the little pretty girls with the tiny waist and the naturally big booties, but they telling you how to get a booty when they always had one. Like, stop listening to any of that. Like, when I get on Instagram, I do not like listen to fitness influencers. Like, I might look at some CrossFitters to, you know, with the lifts and look at their form and work on my form. But as far as like taking in the information of influencers, stop listening to them, y'all. Like, you know what you need to do. Just do it. Like, you don't need to, and stop comparing ourselves to, oh, like if I do this, I look like this person. No, you're not. You're going to look like you, and you are gorgeous. Like when I start just loving myself and appreciating myself just the way I was, and just doing my thing and just being happy with it, I start reaching my fitness goals. Stop listening to these fitness influencers that have literally no credentials on how you should get in shape. Like, to be honest, you don't need to have all these credentials and have a bachelor's and master's degree with all these fitness licenses just for you to get in shape. Like, this is your journey, not theirs. Like, if the tips work, take the tips. And just like with this video right now, I am not a fitness influencer. I'm not a personal trainer. I don't have any of those credentials. I'm just a girl from Mississippi who enjoy fitness, who's always had body image issues, and who's recently like truly loved to just be comfortable in her skin and loving herself. And she's been reaching her body goals ever since. And you can do the same thing. Like, stop listening to these people, especially the ones that don't know what they're talking about. Now, not all of them are like that, but a lot of them are. Like, if you're going to listen to anyone, make sure there's someone that truly knows what they're talking about, and you've done your research on this person. They're legit, okay? Because a lot of these people pass off they're legit. They have the most basic personal training license. They don't want to sell their little meal plans. Don't buy meal plans from those people. Don't buy their plans, okay? Stop. Buy your plans from someone who has actually trained people for a long time, and these people have seen actual real results, and these people have studied and lived this like majority of their lives, like for a long time. Not someone who got fit last year and now they got their freaking basic ass online certification from a couple classes and now they're selling meal plans. Like, no, stop that, okay? Stop listening to those people. You know what you need to do. Freaking do it. So yeah, I hope you guys continue to stick around for more of my videos. Definitely want to do more fitness content. So yeah, guys, if you made it this far, I really appreciate you watching. And since you already made it this far, you might as well subscribe too, because I mean, you here, you already stayed this long. So go ahead and subscribe, like the video, help your girl out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.